What's good? What's good? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ Special D, aka that singer, and we are live right here on the Powered Up Hour. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? We got my man in the building. Tell him who he is, baby. Tell him who he is.
Color One, aka King David, the newfound King David, the Savior at your service, baby. Color One, though. You feel me?
That's right. Color One in the building. Color One getting himself together. Go ahead and get yourself right, my brother. Get yourself ready for. We're gonna have a nice little conversation for the next hour. We're just sitting here just chopping it up. And I want to, you know what I'm saying, just ask you a couple questions on your lifestyle. First of all, I want you to kind of tell everybody who you are, where you from originally, where you at now, and what you got going on out here.
I'm Color One. I'm originally from Chicago, the west side of Chicago. Chicago born and raised. I'm recently moved to Georgia, in Atlanta. I'm in the ATL fucking around doing some shit. I'm from the west side. I'm the founder of Match Crew. Match Crew is, man, a whole bunch of motherfuckers that y'all probably heard of, or maybe, 9 times out of 10 y'all heard of if y'all in the hip hop world. A couple of artists, made it big out of the crew, and a couple of people, just, we all underground legends in the city of Chicago. So, Match Crew is mean. Match mean mastered all that shit.
Yeah, so from what I've been gathering from the information that I've been getting, you guys are the reason why a lot of stuff sparked off in Chicago.
Yeah, definitely. We the reason a lot of shit got kicked off, you know what I'm saying? We kind of kept the hip hop vibe, kept the rap hip hop vibe alive in the city when it wasn't really none there, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Well, can you give us a little background on that? Like a little background on what you did to kind of get yourself, make your mark in this industry?
If maybe people don't know, but Chicago is mostly known for house music and different type of music, different type of dancing. And pop was like, it was a rarity in Chicago. So during the late 80s, early 90s, you know what I'm saying, hip hop started dying down a little bit anyway. So it died down in Chicago, the dance craze took over, the jacking and the juking. And there was a few, hip hop heads that kept the hip hop vibe alive. And man, shit, about 93, 94, me and a couple of guys that used to do graffiti, we started a crew called Match Crew. And man, shit, we made history after that. I think the first group I ran into with Match Crew was Do or Die. Do or Die and myself, we all used to be dancers. So, we all come from the dancing background. We never, break dancing, but really jacking, Chicago style dancing, footwork. Footwork and shit like that. So, we kind of like brought it back to life, you know what I'm saying? So that's one part, you know what I'm saying, that we did. Really, like, it was Pink House, he was the DJ on the radio, and, it was us underground rappers, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't scared to go and say, fuck it, we rap. Because they, you know what I'm saying, everybody was dancing. So you looked strange if you wanted to bust a rap, you know what I'm saying?
So your influence, like you had a lot to do with like Twister and, you know what I'm saying, you had, what was it, Not Mobster and things of that?
Speed Not Mobsters, yes sir. That's another Match Crew group out of the Match Crew was Twister and Speed Not Mobsters. If y'all probably don't know, Speed Not Mobsters used to have like more than just 3 members. It used to be like maybe 10, 12 members of Speed Not Mobsters.
Nah, I didn't even know that right there. Now you give me new info.
Yeah, Speed Not Mobsters had a mob. It was really a mob of them, Joe. You know what I'm saying? It's Speed Not Mobsters. We had Drummer Ward, which was Psycho Drummer, Triple Darkness, and a few more guys, Crook County. Then we had No Pity Committee, that was our production squad. Crime, my man Old Boy, Kenada Smith, that's what he go by now. It was it was a collective of different styles of rap, because Psycho Drummer and Do or Die had a different style of rap, and then we had Twister with a different style of rap. Then we got us, street style rap. You know what I'm saying? It was like a mixing pot, a melting pot of different different rap styles. You know what I'm saying? It was the dopest shit I think I ever saw in my life. You feel me? On the real, just to see so many different people with so many different movements and actions and flows, man. It was live. You feel me? Back in the night. Yeah.
It was a time. I remember the 90s myself, because we were doing things here in the Carolinas. Like, it's kind of like what we were doing here in the Carolinas was more like the New York movement, like with Wu-Tang. We were big on Wu-Tang, big on Wu-Tang. So in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? So that was a big influence for us. What was most of your influence in the Chicago area at that time?
Definitely Wu-Tang played a part, you know what I'm saying? The Wu-Tang was like my vision when I started Match Crew. When I saw Wu-Tang as a group of individuals and made they group up, I was like, what about a crew of crews? You know what I'm saying? And I said, you know what I'm saying? What about a crew of crews? I need a group of groups. You know what I'm saying? Individuals and groups like that. So I kind of like put that together. But you know, when you put too many heads together, man, you got all types of attitudes and problems.
Bro, I know what you mean. We had 9, you know what I'm saying? We had 9 people at one time. So I already know you got groups of groups on top of groups. It's right. A big crowd. So everybody got their ego, their own little thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Everybody got their own project. Everybody got their own gang and organizational structure too. So that was another thing. I'm from Chicago. So Match Crew was a group in the melting pot, not of just different attitudes and different rap styles, but different gangs.
Yeah.
Different organizations.
Yeah.
That was another thing that I brought together. You know, so you know, like that movement of peace.
Yeah.
Being able to go into other neighborhoods and perform and do things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we have people from all sides, you know, to be able to talk to people from, you know, and say, yeah, this is what we own. You feel me?
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what I'm on right now in the Carolinas. I'm trying to bring a lot of the, you know, trying to create some peace in different areas, like our south side of the area and our drive side, you know, south side, north side, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to bring all of that together. It's too much going on to where people are dying, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of killings going on, and it's unnecessary, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know the state now is a lot different in your area than it was back then. Can you speak on how things have changed from the 90s to progress to today?
Man, to today, I don't even know, man. I don't know what the young is on today. It's it's so many different variables on how and why Chicago the way it is. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different variables, but on the real, if you from the hood in Chicago, if you was raised in the hood from the projects and places like that, you a different type of person. You was raised a different type of way. You know shit that other people don't know. You think the way other people don't think. You know what I'm saying? You move the way other people don't move, and when you get in the world and you start hanging around other people and shit, and then you realize that people don't move like they do in Chicago. You feel me? Like you ain't got to be. You have, man, like with a Chicago attitude, you go anywhere, you be uptight, you look crazy until you know what I'm saying, to the other people, you know, other people in that area make you comfortable. And most people don't act nothing like the Chicago people because we got to watch, you know, a little bit of everything. You got to watch everything, man, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, coming up in that environment and having to guard yourself by all means at all times from everybody, you know, that'll make you a different type of person.
Yeah. So, go ahead, bro.
And then shit, I mean, that's what make the young people so dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why they so dangerous?
So tonight, can you elaborate a little bit on the gang life that used to be going on, that you grew up in, the mentality, kind of like just kind of giving the viewers a little background of who you are, just like how you grew up. What was gang life like in Chicago? Because like we already know New Orleans and Chicago, y'all running neck and neck for the murder capital every year. You know what I'm saying? It's like it don't stop. I mean, in Charlotte, of course, North Carolina, we growing in that type of deal, but that's not something that we want to be the life. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just like one of those things. But can you shine some light on what it was like growing up for you with the gang life?
Coming up in Chicago, it was a y'all might not, a lot of people might not understand how serious it is or how much control people had over the neighborhoods. I mean, from the outside looking in, y'all can see a movie or something, or maybe hear a story or something. But unless you really get it from the horse's mouth, you really won't know, right?
Right.
Be hard, man. Like, dig, man. Gangbang was serious, man. You feel me? It was very, very serious, but it was like at the same time, the shit was growth. You know what I'm saying? Because they teaching you how to, if you take that, we had gang literature. You know, we had to learn.
Elaborate on that. That gang literature. Elaborate on that.
We had pamphlets and booklets and shit, like commandments, rulers. Like if you hear my song "Holy City,"
standards. Yeah,
we had real pieces of paper that you got to memorize and understand and carry out every day as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This wasn't no just word of mouth. You showing up, you got to do this, and we ain't got no paperwork. It's real paperwork on what you talking about.
No, you have to. It's laws.
Yeah,
laws. Like just like the police got laws.
Got you.
You feel what I'm saying? We have real laws to abide by, real rules to abide by. You feel me? And if you break these rules or you break these laws, you get violated and you get punished just like the police or somebody would punish you. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you gotta think about it. It's like the police. You gotta worry about the police, the punishment from the police, and all the shit you gotta go do in the streets if you're in the streets. And then you gotta make sure all your team or everybody that the organizational structure that you would, whether you're a GD or a BD or a Vice Lord or whatever you claiming, Latin King or 2-6, it don't matter what race you is, you got real structure.
Yeah.
Like some shit, if they use exaggeration, they like our gangs was structured and our street corners and our structure was like a Fortune 500 company. You know what I'm saying? Like we had real, like as young kids, we knew how to organize. We got workers, we got pack workers, we got security, we got, people on the table, we got people that's at the table, we got people that's bagging up, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like this how I run. And it was a lot of money being made. Like it was different. It was like no shit on. And it was serious shit going on. Like it was serious.
Yeah.
And you fuck up, you get fucked up. You get violated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta live.
Live with it and deal with it. That's it.
When it's time to come back to work, you got to come back after that ass kicking, after that violation.
Yeah.
Fucked up or whatever, you get that pumpkin head, you get a black eye, whatever they say, you got to come back to work.
Yeah.
You got to get back on the block. They gonna go tell your mama, yeah, we finna go take him here, be all right. We ain't gonna, hurt him too bad. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you grew up in the Larry Hoover age, you know what I'm saying? So what does that mean to you?
Yeah, definitely grew up in the Larry Hoover age, man. Free Larry Hoover, man. You know what I'm saying? Free Jeff Fort. Free them because they political prisoners for one. And only because what I'm talking about right now to you, the control that we had over our streets, the control that we had over our politics, it's the real reason why they locked up. Man. But they gave them the control, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, y'all allowed the shit to get that way. Y'all gave us projects. Y'all put us in places where y'all, wanted us to lose at. But it's still some winners came out of it. You feel me? And continuously. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to keep it to a minimum as possible. But the control that the brothers, like, man, them good, like, man, it could have went anyway. You feel me? If they decided to do good and decide to run and do politics and all that, it would have been a great thing. You know, that's like, ain't nobody ever in the world, ain't no other black man ever in the world gonna, going to be that prominent over people, I don't think, you know what I'm saying, unless you're the president of the United States.
Yeah.
But when it's not cause for a person to be locked up for 20 some years in the basement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Locked up in ADX and can't communicate with your family and all that.
At all.
Yeah.
Mm. So with that being said, do you feel that, you know, the impact that Larry Hoover could have had today would have made a big difference?
It makes a big difference still to this day. You know what I'm saying? If he was free, it would have made a probably more of an impact. But at the same time, we don't know if it'll be a negative or positive impact. You feel me?
Right.
I think me personally, like the way Larry Hoover and a lot of guys did things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The way things was done at that point in time before you got wise, before you did time, or before whatever happened, you know what I'm saying? It was real gangster shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a positive movement at the same time, from gangster disciple to growth and development, you know what I'm saying? From black gangsters to better guidance. Like, our gang literature taught us how to be men. Like, if you knew, like, if you look up, I don't know if this shit might be online nowadays. You might be able to look up the gang literature that we had before. You know what I'm saying? That you probably could be able to read a couple of pages here, a couple of pages there. But it was like real uplifting shit, you know, and then they might not post it because they don't want you to read it, because they're, you know, a lot of people like, man, this was good words, you know, this was good advice that these people, this gang structure was a good thing. So let's use this.
Yeah, that's something that we gonna connect after this, because I'm telling you right there, that's something I want to dig into. If it's something you could think of that we can, I'm with you on putting it out. I'm that type of nigga. I want to make sure that it's all seen. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna put it to you like this: we in North Carolina. I don't understand the whole Bloods and Crips and all of that stuff, because I know it originated in the West Coast. How's it supposed to come all the way over here to the East Coast? If it originated in the West Coast, I know they're gonna branch out. Everybody gonna do their thing. They went and burrow here, burrow there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to branch out their networks, of course. But if you ain't from that real original area, how are you supposed to really be Blood? How are you supposed to really be Crip? How are you supposed to really be? Because if it originated way over there, how are you supposed to really be there? How are you supposed to tap in? You know, they say tap in. How are you supposed to really tap in?
But you know, gangs migrate, man. People migrate.
Yeah,
like
I'm learning.
We all migrated, like to the South. We all migrated to the East, to the West. Like, every gang migrated because Black people migrated. And another thing, man, Black people always want to be a part of something, man. We want to be a part of something. You feel me? So if you in that bad crowd, you want to be a part of something bad. If you in that good crowd, you want to be a part of something good.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers just, you know, we tribal people. Every people is a tribal people, but we tribal people, we want to be a part of some shit. So they see some shit that look like it's fun, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Jump in, hop on the bandwagon, man. They don't know they don't know what's on the wagon. They just hop on that motherfucker.
Because that leads into my next question.
The nigga look down like, damn, there's 2 keys and 5 guns in this motherfucker. Where we going with this shit?
that leads right into my question.
Jumped on the wagon. Nobody tell you to jump on this motherfucking wagon, nigga. We about this shit for real. And that's how it goes. Like, fuck it, it's fun. Get away with it the first time. They adrenaline pumping. They ain't made a motherfucking damn. They just was around it. You feel me? Yeah.
Right.
Now,
it was structured when we were growing up. Like you said, it was the laws. There was paper. It was written down. There was structure to everything. So, you know what I'm saying, that's going on. What do you think today is more of like a wild, wild west, or is it still structured?
No, it's the lack of structure. It's the lack of leadership that we have. And the lack of, that's why Larry Hoover and them locked up, because they don't want no leadership on the streets. You feel me? That's why we like we are, the big, once a leader step up for us, it's like, nah, we can't let this man get grow too big. If we grow too big, they gonna follow him.
Yeah.
Like Kanye right now. You feel me?
Yeah,
If you
speak on it. Speak on it. Cause
let
that's one thing I was gonna ask you about that.
them grow too big, they gonna follow him. You know what I'm saying? Because they looking for somebody to follow. They looking for that. We looking for a reason to just snap the fuck off. Black people, period.
Yeah.
You know, looking for the reason. Everybody act like they ready and shit. You know what I'm saying? This happens. So, they just spark off a little something, keep sparking, little spark until that big spark comes.
Yeah. So what's your take on Kanye at this time? You know what I'm saying? Like, just speaking of Kanye, I was gonna touch on that because you're from the Chi-Town. So I was gonna touch on that. But since you brought it up, what is your take on Kanye and his actions of late?
Oh man. I think Ye is Jay, so I just give him that. You know what I'm saying? Kanye is Kanye. That's him. He always been different. Always dared to be different.
Yeah.
Since he got on TV and said George Bush don't give a fuck about black people. That was once he did that that was his spark into politics, into this world of nonsense and buffoonery and shit. You feel me?
I do. I get it. He might be making a political run himself.
I think he's smart. He just do dumb shit.
I get you. I'm in the same boat with you. When you say the dumb shit, like he don't think think it out before he do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think overall, I think he's real intelligent. I think he's real smart. Overall, I really fuck with Ye. I can say that overall.
Oh, me too.
Until the dumb shit come, and then man, I was like goddamn, Ye. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Wow.
He always, man, like, I ain't never like me and him. I ain't never kicked it with Ye. Me and him never really hung out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Being in the place at the same time more than once, quite a few times, you know what I'm saying? Because I hung out with his manager, John Monopoly. So me meeting him and me hearing his beats and stuff like that. I did all that. I did.
It's inevitable. Yeah.
Each other a few times. We kicked it. We talked. We did things. You know what I'm saying? A quick thing together too. You know what I'm saying? But we never hung out. Went to the studio together and wrote a song together, type shit. You feel me? Yeah. But I can say this. I'm a part of the influence on why Ye is Ye though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I kept the culture, like his favorite artist from Chicago was all in my crew. Saying Do or Die, Psychodrama, and Twist. You know what I'm saying? The people that he looked up to, his favorite artist from Chicago was basically Match Crew, all my fam. You feel me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So my influence on Ye is bad. I kept Chicago alive. So you feel me? I kicked the spark off. You feel me? And got some shit going. So my influence on Kanye come from that. You feel me? Come from basically shit, the whole city of Chicago, because we brought the labels to look at Chicago like, it could be some money made. Right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But it was the gang shit that ran the labels off. Because if you come to Chicago, if you ain't talking to the right people, you know what I'm saying? And you might not get a chance to get about that motherfucker. Right. That's why I was talking with that tap in. You got to tap in stuff. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, but don't come and step on people's toes. Most label people and most people come from elsewhere and come in and trying to step. They don't understand when you come to an artist or coming to an artist from a certain city, that when you come to this artist, they had to have what made you come to this artist. Who, you know what I'm saying? What brought your attention to this artist? Whatever brought your attention to this artist was his movement. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand what created the movement and the momentum for this artist. The artist did his thing, but it's always some people behind this artist that helped him get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's very few artists that's doing things all on their own. So a lot of times, like when people came to the city of Chicago, they kind of like went behind a lot of people's backs and they tried to do shit on their own. You feel me? And motherfuckers be like, "No, you can't do that. That ain't how we work." You feel me?
Yeah.
Chain of command. At that time, we had a chain of command. Y'all gotta follow the same chain of command as every fucking body else do when y'all come around here.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to break that chain, so that basically that chain of command broke up now. You feel me? So to say, with the GDs and all the different groups broke up the way they got broke up.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like a free fall all. You know, every little group, every little group when they go sign, we get on. You know, man, I'm gonna holler at Atlantic. Before it wasn't like that because it was some old heads always on pushing your movement to give you the momentum that you need to get going.
Right.
Or some group, even right now, you know what I'm saying? Still, it's some group of motherfuckers getting that group of guys going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody doing it by themselves. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it. I don't know. There's a lot of little niggas doing a lot of shit. But shit, who buying all the motherfucking guns?
It ain't us.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I know, everybody got a blick, but you know, niggas make sure everybody on the block got a blick. Okay.
Yeah. And making sure that shit happens.
Yeah.
So okay, so from there, let's take it back to when Obama became president. Like, let's look at because I know, but Obama's from the Chicago area. How did that affect the state of Chicago? When I mean, I know you were bringing, you know what I'm saying, y'all was doing y'all's thing at that time. Y'all was probably right at that little height at that time when Obama hit, somewhere around there. How did that affect the Chicago, you know what I'm saying, flow of things when Obama came to office?
By the time, yeah. So when Obama came to office, what 2008 wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
something like that, like 2004, 2004.
2000,
I
right?
think it was 2004.
So when Obama came to office, I had a business. No, I always had a business, man. Like ever since I was like 18, 19 years old, I always had a business, some type of storefront. You know what I'm saying? So I had a
Yeah.
storefront, man. And man,
Oh wait, it was 08. It was 08. It was 08.
feel me? Like Twister was doing this thing hard, like his, the Kanye combo came with Twister and all that with the Celebrity Overnight, and the slow jam shit around that time. You feel me? I believe that. And man, shit was just cracking then, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It was really starting to crack then.
that's what's up.
That's like, yeah, that was them eras. That was the time when we was shit. Chicago was like, yeah, he was getting on. You know what I'm saying? We had
Everybody would start hit right at that time.
everybody who we knew, like No ID, and everybody was on then. You feel me? But we also lost a lot of unity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I could say around then, that time.
Mm.
We lost our unities a lot. You know, people weren't really together no more because motherfuckers had finally got in and separated everybody and got everybody separated to sign and nobody wanted, it was kind of like that at that point.
Different cliques type of deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of like that. When no man, we lost control basically. We had a few niggas that was out.
So it kind of feels like what it as far as I'm seeing what with interviews that I've done with different people from around, the United States and whatnot that have been dealing with areas and whatnot. When it got to a certain point, everybody started clicking up. You had this click, you had this click, you had that click, and everybody wanted to be number one. So whoever got to be number one was the one that was going to be in charge of how everything was going to roll from that point on. Is that your perspective?
Nah. See, Chicago way too big for that shit.
Okay.
Got way too many people for that. We got a lot of motherfucker say-soers, so to say. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah. We way too big for it. We ain't got no one motherfucker that's gonna be in charge of shit in Chicago.
Okay. All right. I feel
you know what I'm saying? It'd never be that way.
I mean, I know ain't nobody gonna never be number one, but That's just like in Los Angeles, you know, when Nipsey was around, he was the king. He swore he the king, you know what I'm saying? But you got other people that swear the game say he the king, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But they all from LA. Everybody say they the king, but who really is running shit? You feel what I'm saying?
Police.
A1, my brother, A1. I feel you on that.
Because you running, we all running from them.
Yeah, you right about that.
Yeah, it's much fake shit. Like hip hop ain't, say for instance, like me, I don't rap it unless I live it. And hip hop ain't ain't that in a way. That's what hip hop is to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the message. You feel me?
Yeah.
The neighborhood, the community, the city, or the state, talking to the real message. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's how it was going. Now it's neighborhood to neighborhood, sending neighborhood to neighborhood their message. Now you feel me? Click, nigga, I'm gonna kill you. Is the block, and the people love it.
Whatever you gonna rep, I'm trying to rep that too.
Yeah. And like it went from the message from us, like in New York talking to LA niggas, and LA talking to Chicago niggas, and Chicago talking to down south niggas and shit, and to New York niggas on the south from the Bronx is talking to the niggas from over here, and they shit like that. We did have New York had the boroughs, so they had neighborhoods and shit going on, but they had some real, they created that. That's where the culture started at. You feel me? Started, of course, yeah. It started on the East Coast. You feel me? Big up to the East Coast for starting a culture that empowers Black people.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the fact that young guys do make all the money that they do off the music. Not necessarily saying that I like the music. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that Black people are feeding their families off of it. You feel me?
Yes.
Happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy about it. That, regardless of the content or whatever, we work on that shit. But as long as we got this money coming in and we feeding some Black people, that's the major goal. You know what I'm saying? That goal is, as long as we keep accomplishing that goal and people keep feeding their families off something that we as a culture created, we as a race, you know what I'm saying, started, that I'm it's beautiful. I love it. You feel me? But I don't like a lot of the content. I don't like all that bullshit rap. I don't like a lot of lying rappers. You know what I'm saying? You know how much rappers been lying. A lot of rappers, that's what I was getting at. A lot of rappers be funk, you feel me?
Yeah. You have anybody off gate you feel is faking? You know what I'm saying? You want to call them out?
No, I mean, motherfuckers know who fake rappers is, fake rappers. Like right now, the shit with Gunna right now. Come on, man. You focus his head. You know what I'm saying? It's in black and white. You stated it. A statement is a statement. That's the same Murder wouldn't do and took his time for.
Right. So that leads me to the with like Lil Durk. Lil Durk daddy, he coming home. What you thinking on? What's your stand on that right there? You know what I'm saying? He coming home. What does that mean for those? You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Those people that have stood solid at the fact of what's going on. He was solid on his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Big Durk home. He's actually home. Big Durk a Muslim. He one of my brothers. Me and him ain't personally talked or personally met. We ain't personally met. But he basically home. He's doing positive things. You feel me? He helping. He's helping the communities. He helping the communities with one of my Muslim brothers, actually. My brother Ak, from the Shot Podcast. If you want to ever see anything with Big Durk right now, Durk's father, you can check out the Shot Podcast. He over there on there getting down, doing his thing. You can check it out, hear his words. You feel me?
Yeah.
You can hear his words. He got good, powerful words, man. He doing a good thing right now. I'm doing all that he doing great. You feel me?
Okay.
Great. He was out when actually he was home when his last son, when D-Thing got killed, when Durk brother got killed. He was home before Durk brother got killed. That was his son. And Durk is Muslim and his brother was Muslim, so they buried a Muslim and everything.
So I remember like that we were talking with my producers. We were talking about that to Tekashi 6ix9ine was talking a little bit about Lil Durk and his dad and whatnot. called him out on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? What's your stance on that with what he had to say about things? You know, because he was talking about with his father being you know what I'm saying, him being solid and staying in jail and not snitching on nobody, not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? With Tekashi 6ix9ine talking about it, what's your take on that?
So I mean, Dirk, they trying to say Dirk told on somebody.
I mean, they saying he didn't. They ain't say he ain't say nothing. He was stand up. He was a stand up.
Yeah, look, Big Dirk turning Larry Hoover.
Yeah.
Lil Dirk didn't tell on nobody either.
Right.
You feel me? Tekashi told on the motherfucker.
Yes.
So you gotta think about it like this. You know, when you got a rat nigga like Tekashi, like there's a lot of rat niggas in the streets like that. You feel me? Rest of you feel me? And rat niggas that do shit. It's a lot of people that do shit like Tekashi. Tekashi is
nigga made it a whole motherfucking movement. This nigga made a movement of being a rat. Like, I'm a rat and I'm gonna tell everybody I'm a rat. I'm a rap about being a rat. Like, it's cool to be a rat, nigga. What the fuck? I mean,
because you know the kids don't care about that shit. You know, it's the older generation that really give a fuck. The kids been raised off everybody being rats. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? The kids don't care.
Damn.
The kids just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They use the tattletales.
Yeah, fucking the guy slap up. That's like, I don't even understand it. It's a whole new world going on out here. It's like, you can't do shit. You can't do nothing. I can't even go. I don't affiliate like I used to, but it's like I can't even make a move sometimes in an area without being talked to about something from somebody because I'm trying to do positive things, man. And they looking at my past, they questioning me. They question, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the name of my movement, my brand is called hip hop. I gang banging shit, you feel me? But this is what I really love, hip hop. My name Color One from doing graffiti in our actuality.
Okay.
So a lot of people wouldn't even know that. I'd be telling people that and they'd be like, huh? Because what my upbringing is and shit, you know what I'm saying? And they'd be like, nigga, your name, you did what? Like, I did graffiti. That's where the hip hop roots come from.
Okay.
And I was a hip hop first, and then I end up being a hustler and pimping and playing and doing all those real street shit. You feel me? But you know, as you were young in high school and school, you know, you're not really doing all that. You're doing a little hustling. You feel me? But I mean, you know, you're doing high school shit, and high school shit was I was a graffiti artist. You know what I'm saying? High school, I was one of the graffiti artists painting up the school. I was painting trains, you know, it was Beach Street back then, breaking the shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was painting trains, painting murals and stuff like that. You feel me? And we took that and we opened up an airbrush shop.
Okay.
So we started airbrushing and traveling all over the place, freak meets and all these different places and shit, traveling. You feel me? Airbrushing shit, painting murals. That's how I got up with Too Short. I ended up painting Too Short whole studio. That man became our friend. You feel me? Back in the night, we've been friends, being tough ever since. You feel me?
Okay.
So, man, shit, like the name of hip hop, my acronym for hip hop is Humans in Peace, Helping Our People.
I like it.
Yeah. So it's hip hop, Humans in Peace, Helping Our People. You feel me? And the R mean is I got an acronym for R, O-U-R, mean one united race. And that's the one united race of hip hop. Because hip hop don't see color.
Right.
Hip hop got love for all races. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Our culture got love for the Asians, which is our big, you know, probably the best breakdancers nowadays. You feel me?
I feel you on that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got people from French people, you know what I'm saying, dancing hip hop style. Like we got rappers and drill rappers in London and everywhere, you know what I'm saying, in different languages. You know, hip hop basically broke barriers in a lot of places, Palestine and everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like
you ain't never thought of. Yeah.
So helping our people is one united race, the united race of hip hop. You know, you got I like when I see older white people busting the verses from Jay-Z and Snoop Dogg, level. You feel me? That's the dopest shit in the world to me. You feel
Yeah.
me? That just lets you know how hip hop have touched the world. You know what I'm saying? Something that we got going on, that we created, that we claim. You feel me? It's our shit now. You feel me?
Can't nobody take it from you. Yeah.
Right. So
Right.
the piece helping our people. You feel me? That's hip hop to me. You feel me?
So speaking of hip hop, what got you into music from like a little boy? You know what I'm saying? When you was, I don't know how old you was when it hit you, but when it hit you, what made you, what was that bug? What gave you the bug for that music?
Man, shit. I'm an old dude. I'm an old dude, you know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson and motherfucking Shaka Khan and all that. Like, I used to listen to music when it was wax. You know what I'm saying? I used to buy 45s and shit like that and try to be a DJ with the little 45 record player, stuff like that. So the blues and R&B, old soul music got me into music when I was young. I'm from the area in Chicago. Have you ever saw the movie The Blues Brothers? I heard of the movie The Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Okay, in that area, I'm from that area where they filmed that movie at, right? I used to be in that area where they filmed that movie at. They used to play the blues every weekend outside in the streets. A
Yeah.
band would come and set up every weekend and play their music live, band in the streets, like, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
stations and shit. And it was all these blues singers, Muddy Waters and all these, Billy Buddy Guy. You know what I'm saying? It was so many different people, you know what I'm saying, coming there to perform. It was just like a pillar. It's called Jewtown.
Mm.
That's what it was called. And we used to set up our stands and hustle. All the hustlers from all over the city, all races, all color, would set their stands up like some shit out of a movie, man. This was crazy. And man, they would set all their stands up and sell all their products like a flea market. But it was an outdoor flea market. It was like maybe a 4 to 6 blockers radius.
Mm.
And they have a
That's
blues
like
set up.
what happened in Harlem.
Blues set up over there. Man, it used to be
Yeah.
loud. I just loved music, man. That just because it always was in my ear.
Yeah.
That's why I was young. When I'm young and hustling, this is why I used to be at. This is my environment was that.
That reminds me of when you speak upon that, like everybody in the streets, it reminds me of when I went to Harlem to the Apollo, because
Yeah.
just going to the Apollo, it was like street vendors everywhere. It was like you got the Arabics over here, you got the Spanish people over here, you got the blacks, the white. Everybody had their own little area, but they was all in the same area.
Yeah. So just imagine this in 1977 and 78, 79 and 80. Just imagine what that environment looked like in the Chicago.
Hey, God Almighty!
It was so intense that they had to put the Blues Brothers. They had to do a scene here because that power was so powerful in that area. You feel me? At that time.
Yeah. Good gracious, bro. You got me thinking. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk a little bit more off camera. I want to talk with you more on some other stuff too. But yeah. we're gonna come back to that later. But
serious. You got to think about it like this. We dealing with a city with the population of how many million people? 4 million people or something like that.
Right.
5 million, 6 million people in the city of Chicago, whatever the case, or New York. Like you in North Carolina, man. You feel me? That y'all whole state ain't even what the city is.
Right. We rivaling the city. That's basically what
right.
it is.
So imagine what the population of a big city like Atlanta, it was like the population of my neighborhood.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So y'all moving it.
By numbers, by people.
Level.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level, man. Yeah. Whole nother way shit move. Money move fast. Everything just moving fast. You know what I'm saying?
It's stack on top of stack on top of stack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get you.
Mm-hmm. You got to be on point. You got to watch so much shit. It's different, man. Like to raise a little girl, me and my wife talk all the time about upbringing and how life was and how people that we know still live in Chicago and don't realize, you know, it's unconscious, this unconscious thought that motherfuckers have. You know, they just unconsciously move the way that they've been moving all their life. But now you grown and your kids, oh, you can't move like that no more. Like you can't think the way you think. You gotta stop changing the way you think because you still thinking like it's what we how we was raised and how I was raised. So how I was raised was not okay. So I look at it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of young black people, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? You can say that to, you know, but I say for me personally, like I was raised, it wasn't okay for me to be that way. Hell no, I didn't want to be that motherfucking way. I didn't want to be that. And if I didn't have to, I would love to be where I'm at right now back then, or where my kids at. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, shit.
So
Straight
as
up.
of right now, who are some of the artists you kindly closely affiliated with, like right now? Because I know you've been dealing with music then. What like let's get rid of all the old stuff. Who are you affiliated with right now?
Right now I got Lil Randy. I get the little artist that I hang out, you know, that I work for and with. His name Lil Randy 1300. That's one of the new artists that I work with. Um, Myself, Twister, we still tight. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on a project right now. I just called Do or Die to come and give me some verses on some stuff. It's another new artist out of Chicago. His name Fillmore Green. He dope. He just got an album he did with Apollo Brown from Detroit. That's a dope album. Um, who else new? Like new artists. I could just tell you a couple of new artists that I like today. I got little dude Musa Mandela, my man, one of my brothers. He coming up right now. I'm finna work with him. I got another guy who real positive artist, real dope artist. He working hard. His name Money, Realionaire Money, and
Okay.
I produced a track on his album. His album dope. It's quite a few, bro. It's quite a few. Yeah.
So it's a lot of new artists that are coming out of the Chicago area, and a lot of them are recognizing you as an influence. So can you explain why? Why? I mean, Tim, give me a little reason why they might be explaining you as an influence.
Reason me being an influence is because I started the match crew. You know what I'm saying? But not just started the match crew. I was a pillar to my community. I made sure my community see a young black brother can do whatever he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I let my community know that you know what I'm saying, they can grow, they can have a business at 18, 19 years old, they can go open up a business and do it with nothing, and start with nothing and grow. You feel me? I did that, and I also like, man, I made sure I fed the communities, I fed families. You feel me? I made sure people ate. You know what I'm saying? And then that's big, always big when you feed people. And think about it, it's like I was just telling you, the city of Chicago, my neighborhood probably had 500,000 people. You feel me?
Yeah.
So 500,000 people that recognize that what I'm doing, and then you got all the people who they know. You see what I'm saying? So that's gave me popularized me. You feel me? Like a lot of people would say Color One and don't know who Color One is. You feel me? It gave me the status of, the legendary status that I got right now. You feel me? It was mostly out of respect, and doing more positive things. A lot of people might look at it because I come up gang banging and come from gangs that maybe it's more of a negative, you know, some negative shit. But no, I'm a real nigga. I'm a real nigga in the right way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm a real nigga in the right way. I ain't a real nigga. I ain't known for fucking people up or for fucking nothing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm known for making some shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know for putting a hot dog on the plate or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
my influence come from. I mean, me honestly, man, I'm a cold ass rapper too. You feel me? A lot of these little niggas can bite my style and come up off me. You feel me? Without me, motherfucker even know who I am yet.
Right.
But
Yeah, and I've heard some of your lyrics too, you know what I'm saying, from some of the songs that I've heard, you know what I'm saying. I'm ready to dig deeper into you myself, because before this interview, I really didn't I didn't dig into the Chicago culture to know, because I am from North Carolina. But after hearing the interview, just being able to dig into the culture and the things that I've heard, I've listened to some of your music. I'm you know what I'm saying, I like some of it, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying. So I'd like to dig into it deeper myself. Yeah.
Yeah, so I really ain't, like I said, I try to that album, the album How You Gonna Win. My album How You Gonna Win is the story of a gangster's past. Like, it's really my story. So when I say the story of a gangster's past, I really mean that. Like, I can't think of how many of them songs I probably did and listened to them and probably, bust a tear or two. You know what I'm saying? Listening to the songs because they so personal to me. Like, y'all probably think just a song was just rap, but I mean every word in, metaphorical phrases and all that. Like, I got a lot of metaphors in there, but everything in there is so realistic to me because it's so relatable to what I really did in life. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like that's really like the story of my shit. You feel me? Like I put my heart into it, and really I did that for me. I could care less if another motherfucker ever listened to that motherfucker. You feel me? I got it off my chest. It was my therapy. You feel me?
That's it.
What I needed to do. You feel me? And it's my album. You feel me?
I definitely feel you on that because there's a couple of songs that I put together that I feel the same way on that. It wasn't for the mainstream. It wasn't for anybody. It was for me. You know what I'm saying? It was mine. You know what I'm saying? And my hood, my people that knew exactly what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? When I spoke it. So I can relate to that. I get you on that.
I know the people that listen to my album who know me, they like, oh man, it'd be certain time I could play a song before it came out. I play a song for some guys and they'd be like, nigga, I was there. You know what I'm saying? When I say certain things, and like, nigga, I was there. You feel me? Because I really like, I put it in the vision of what I really did. You feel me? Like, it's real, like, man, it's real deep. It's deep. The album deep. So as like, if you listen to the album and as you listen to it, and you can go back to this interview and you can listen to what the fuck I'm saying on this interview, you know there's a lot easier to relate to it then. You feel me?
Yeah.
A lot easier to relate.
All right, so tell me, like, there's some people like, saying legit ballers, that were making a push, saying, why do you think that they didn't, saying that push didn't go through, saying, why do you think that they self-destruct?
Man, shout out Legit Ballers, man, and my guys. Legit Ballers was his family. Like, Legit Ballers was basically match crew members too, and Slice, a few more guys, but the Speed Out Mobsters basically was over there.
CWL.
Yeah, Dark Side Ballers. That's Low and Them was my little brothers. You feel me? They went over there. The Legit Ballers situation. It was I mean, I think it just demised because of time. You feel me? They just, people just got tired of hanging with each other type stuff. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just broke it up because it was time for them to break up their situation. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at their situation. It was time for them to disperse and go out and venture on other things. You feel me?
I feel you. Okay.
That's how I look at the Legit Baller situation.
All right, so with a lot that has happened in the music industry, recently, and dealing with a lot of artists is going on, how do you feel like the check-in situation is going in various cities in Chicago?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm trying to go back to that because I want to tap into that.
I don't know where the check-in shit come in. I ain't never checked into nobody's city. You feel me?
Okay.
I don't know what checking in is, and I don't know. I could say I don't call what people call checking in. I call it something different. I just call it out of love and respect. Like, if Too Short come to Chicago and he know I'm there, he gonna call me. I don't think he checking in though. You feel me? I feel like motherfucker that he know who he can fuck with, who's gonna make sure he's straight around there. You feel me? Or who he can hang out with, not even make sure he's straight. You know what I'm saying? He know he's gonna be straight regardless. He got paid to come. Motherfuckers got where they at. You feel me? LA.
Exactly. That's what you just said. That's what I consider checking in because you know what I'm saying. If when I go to Atlanta, I got a crew that I call. You know what I'm saying. That might not be everybody's crew, but that's my crew. Right. When I go to Atlanta, that's my crew. When I go to Atlanta, when I go to DC, I got my crew. When I go to Maryland, I got my crew. You know what I'm saying. But it ain't everybody's crew. So that's my check-in. So my
Right. So
check-in
so
means
check
that
in.
I check in with my crew, and my crew may have to check in with somebody else.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because I don't know who my crew is in Maryland or in DC or in Atlanta, because that I'm not from there. So that's what I call a check-in. When I'm coming to Atlanta, I'm checking in with my peoples to let them know, hey, I'm coming to Atlanta. I'm checking in with y'all, let y'all know. So I don't want no problems, because I'm telling you, I'm coming in and I cause problems when I come because of my mouth.
Hey, hey, listen, man. Hey, I'm a gangster, man. I used to be whatever. I'm a gangster. I don't calling no motherfucker, telling no motherfucker I'm in your town and I'm gonna make sure I'm straight. I'm gonna make sure I'm straight regardless, right?
I
But
feel you. I
but
feel you.
I'm like I said, I call. I don't you know I don't call a nigga when I'm in town because I need you when I'm in town. I call a nigga, I need me some motherfucking smoke or something, nigga. I'm finna come to town, need some weed, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So if you call that checking in, fuck it, I'm checking in, nigga.
Okay. You on my level on that, because I mean, when it comes down to checking in, it's
Yeah.
like I say, I'm not that nigga that's gonna say I'm here. You know what I'm saying? We doing what we got to do. But it's just one of them things where we trying to let everybody know we come.
Yeah. I think respect is respect, though. I can say
Okay.
that.
Because you don't want, me personally, I don't know my way around Los Angeles or whatever. So yeah, I want to have my entourage with me. I want to know who with me. I want to know somebody. If it ain't but 3 or 4 people, I ain't got to have a gang of people with me when I go nowhere. But it ain't like I got to have a gang of people, but it's just one of the things where I just want to know my way around.
Hey, well, I'm just gonna say it like this. Let me just keep it all the way clear, right? It's
Yeah.
a Chicago nigga in every city.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
It's a Chicago nigga in every city.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I make sure, if I'm man, my nigga down there, you feel me? I got dudes in LA, they from Chicago though.
Right.
You
And that's
feel
how I feel too. I feel that way too. That's why it's like it's hard for it.
Yeah, I got people.
I'm trying to get this check-in
I
thing.
got people down here in the A, but they from Chicago. You feel me? I got people down in Florida, but he from Chicago. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if I got people there,
yeah, I got people there. They from Chicago though.
I got to check in.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my people from Chicago. They go, and,
That's
and
what
we.
I'm not. I don't get that check-in part.
Yeah,
That's why I'm asking about the check-in thing, because I don't get it. I
yeah.
don't understand it.
So
I hear people like YG, the rapper YG. He will tell you, if you coming to Los Angeles, you better check in, bro. Because if you don't, if my niggas rob you, then it ain't my fault.
I guess if you finna go around that motherfucker wearing your jewelry, doing shit that I don't know, man. I'm always in LA though. I've been to LA, I close to
I'm trying to travel too. I ain't got to LA yet. I'm going. I'm
Chicago,
coming.
LA. You feel me?
I'm coming, y'all. Y'all feel me? I'm coming.
Yeah. And I know Chicago people know how to move. You feel me?
Right.
So I don't be like, man, I don't be having no problem, man. Then you think about it, HB, man. I did a few things in life, man. You feel me? I've been across the country, doing a couple of things. You feel me? I can call a few groups of people.
Yeah.
Two
I'm
different.
an East Coaster. I'm just an East Coaster. I
Yeah.
coast to East Coast. So however you want to call it, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I'm from New York to Florida. I got you.
Miami, I'm a Haiti. I go to the hoods. I don't like Houston. I ain't never liked them niggas down there. Can't even like. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of them places where, that's different. I don't never. They really mean try to check in with them a lot. They mean that shit anyway. You feel me?
And that's what I'm talking about. Cause there's some hoods that they mean that shit. They not trying to hear you
a real nigga.
You know what I'm saying? There's Sumter, South Carolina. I'll put it to you like that. Sumter, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just roll up into Sumter talking about, you probably ain't even never heard of Sumter, South Carolina, but you ain't gonna roll up into Sumter, South Carolina and talk about you coming to Sumter and you doing a show and your man ain't heard from you.
Yeah, but I ain't going to anybody block somebody's hood, talk about what I'm gonna go to the hood for, why I gotta check in for. Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't going over no, listen, man. I'm a smart dude. I'm an older dude, man. I ain't finna go over all that bullshit. I don't want to. I'm finna go to the tourist spot. I'm going downtown. I'm going with my dad. You feel me? Fuck, I ain't got to check in over there. You feel me?
Yes.
But I'm gonna call man in the hood, be like, man, I need some weed.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? You see that? Promoting.
Talk cool. If you got some places you want me to go with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, man, you know, I mean, I got a lot of different hats, you know what I'm saying? For me to be this legendary dude, you know what I'm saying? I wore some hats, like, I wore a lot of different hats, and the respect I get, man, I love my people so much, man, because I got so many people that respect me and show me so much respect everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I guess so. To be honest, I guess you can say if I'm doing something certain, like hip hop wise, or not even hip hop wise, if I'm doing something that where I feel like I do. So let's say check in. I'm really dealing with the people in the community. You feel me? So so I really like to deal with the people community. So now I want to try something new, and my check-in is gonna be something different. I'm trying to check in with the white people and shit.
See.
If I'm gonna check in,
you good.
Yeah, I'm checking in if you got to check for me. That's how they.
Okay. Yeah. So all right, so I want one last question. Not the last question, but one of my last questions is on, like, you know my man Charles White. He recently he said something about some fuck Chicago. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
Man, I try not to give that man no airtime. You know.
Yeah.
I don't want to promote that mob no more than he already promoted. He already been promoted. You feel? Okay. He's the definition of destruction. Definition of destruction of a culture. You know, I always look at, people like to laugh. You know what I'm saying? Let's say that. People like to laugh. He's something to laugh at.
Yeah.
He's more funny. He's more entertainment than anything else. But the shit that he say, in which the manner that he said, is just totally disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So us as a culture, we got to make sure we block bitch ass niggas like that out. You feel me? I don't like it. We got to be, as a culture, to be stronger, to be like, no, he out of here. If we don't like something, we supposed to be able to get it out of there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He is something that I feel like, yeah, you need to be out of. You disrespecting women, you disrespecting races, you think they're disrespecting people. I look at it as all entertainment. They got to be for entertainment purposes only.
Right.
I don't nothing that he say seriously.
Nothing.
I can't, because he's a coward. You walk around and you admitting to being a coward. You admitting to be a coward. You admit to be a snitch. You admit to be everything that people don't want in our lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the lifestyle for you. You need to go find you another lifestyle. And academics and whoever else say cheese TV, all the people, I don't know who promote him. I don't know who market this dude, but whoever be marketing the dude, you know what I'm saying? And his views is up. Like, that shit that's horrible for, I don't like, kids can hear this shit. Kids can hear him talk. He calling women bitches. He disrespecting the dead. He disrespecting the parents of the dead. Joe, somewhere it gotta stop. Somebody gotta be like, nah, we gotta counsel this dude.
Yeah.
I mean, and dudes like him, anything that's gonna hurt the culture, anything that's gonna hurt us it should be canceled. Like we should be able to get rid of. That's how I look at it.
So do you think that the things that he's doing right now has something to do with the
I just think yeah.
Caucasian community?
I think he handicapped. You know, he is handicapped.
Okay.
He got a real
wait. When you say handicap, what do you mean?
He got a real mental disability for real.
Okay.
So he really got a real mental disability. So, you know, when we talk about him and see it, you know, a lot of people probably don't even understand that he's got a real mental disability. Like for real, like get a check for it probably. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think so. Like that's it. He got a real mental disability.
Not a check.
Yeah.
He getting paid for
Yeah, you know, that shit different now.
Man.
Yeah, he got a real mental. He probably got his ass beat so many times. He little bitty dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker smacking him upside his shit. I can imagine. I can just imagine how much in a lifetime he even got his ass beat.
Oh my God.
Before this nigga had a weapon, or when he ain't got, I just imagine he gotta have a field guard in his ass everywhere he go. He got cow pros and mace and all this so weaponry and shit that he gotta carry because he's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's terrible. That's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. He talked all this shit about a street nigga this and yeah, you bitch ass nigga this and all that, right? About all these different people that he's talking about, right? You know, I don't hustle, I don't sell drugs, I don't do none of that shit no more. But just imagine, I know the life of a street dude. You feel me? A real street dude. I know the life of what I had to do. A Chicago dude, a Chicago street dude. I'm gonna add it different. I'm gonna say a Chicago street dude. You gotta watch your family. You gotta watch the niggas you fucking with. You gotta watch your everyday people that you with. It be the same motherfucker that's gonna fuck you up, kill you, and rob.
Right.
In Chicago, this ain't everywhere because you know people do it and people think it, and it happens in other places. But this is everyday life in Chicago. This is what we go through. It's like the kill or be killed. There was so many situations where it's like kill or be killed, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my homies with me, but this nigga here, he jealous right now. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Nigga might out of love for you. Nigga might kill for you, but he's still jealous. Nigga, that same nigga that'll kill for you will kill you. That's how the Lord. That's how you gotta look at it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if you think and feel that way every day, think about waking up every morning, prepare your day. You know what I'm saying, and prepare your day, and you gotta go into this motherfucking hole where everybody's against you, but everybody's with you. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's a horrible life to live. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's a horrible way to live, to wake up. I gotta carry this big ass gun on my hip. I gotta carry a knife just in case that bitch jam. I gotta have another gun in the car just in case this shit didn't work. Because I gotta protect myself from all these motherfuckers that I done disrespected, I done called out. You know what I'm saying? I can't go to eat. I can't do shit in peace without having all this weaponry and all this extra shit. That's a horrible life to live. So he live a horrible life. He stays his ass in Texas in the cut in the hole where he's safe at. But if he outside of that motherfucking hole, he got a horrible life. You feel me? You got to worry about everybody, nigga. Yeah. That's a horrible life.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I never want to live that life again, nigga. I never go back to none of that shit. You feel me? Man. I don't want that horrible life. And he just created a horrible life for himself. You feel me? But that's what gets him off. You feel me? That's what helps him. That's what gets him through things. You feel me? He gets the attention that he never had as a child. He gets the attention that he never had as a young man. You feel me? He gets attention that motherfuckers, they never paid this man no attention that all his motherfucking life. Nobody ever paid him attention until the internet came out.
Right.
Right. Now he stuck his foot in his ass because now he got to worry about people all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you out there because you're out there.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Nigga gotta get that shit. You gotta think about it. Some people don't think when they do shit. You can tell he's not.
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. Big up Charleston White. Fuck him. This is ridiculous.
All right, let's get away from Charleston. Let's get away from Charleston White. We gonna throw that out the window. So with your music and your movement, why is it that you feel that you never went mainstream?
I ain't never, man, my first album just came out. Think about it. My first album came out. Me and mainstream, I'm satisfied with everybody else with Twisted going mainstream, with Do or Die being mainstream. I was satisfied with that because that's like, it's an achievement, it's accomplishment for me to see that something that I worked with, something that I touched, somebody that I know, somebody that I feel like I helped get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you feel accomplished, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt at the moment, I felt like I ain't really need, shit. I was always a hustler, man. Like I always a hustler. So rap was secondary to me. This has always been a hobby to me, man. Like hip hop, like rap always been a hobby to me. It's never been said, all right, I'm gonna take shit, I'm gonna do albums, I'm gonna get rich off of. I never like that for some reason. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was probably stupid. You feel me, man? Yeah, like I was probably the dumbest motherfucker in the world for not thinking like that and having the talent.
Man.
Having the talent around me and also having the talent myself to do the creation. And I probably should have pursued it. I never really pursued it. So that's why I ain't never mainstream. I never tried to go get signed to a label. I never been in the office. I never been in the office of a label, man. Real talk. I never.
You never took yourself that route.
No, hell no. I was getting money, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was in another world.
Okay. So do you have any up and coming projects that you're working on right now?
Yeah. I got my new projects called Churches here. It's Chicago Thug Times presents Colors One. That's the name of the album. It's produced by my man Supreme Tracks. The name of this one, Churches here, is called The Gospel. Yeah. So it's own title. You know what I'm saying? It's The Return of King David. All the tracks on this album is produced by one producer, my man Supreme Tracks. It's a mixture of some of my old songs and some new songs. So my old songs is songs that people still never heard because I never put it out. You know what I'm saying? It was just on a mix CD or something, a verse on a mix CD or something like that. And I got that project coming out. And this is 1993 is also gonna be the 30-year anniversary of Match Crew.
Okay.
So I got an album, a Match Crew album that's gonna include everybody in Match Crew from Do or Die to Twister. I'm gonna have Shauna Nuisance. I'm gonna have everybody on this album. The name of this album is called Inner Mob Conflict. That's the Chicago Inner Mob Conflict. And I also got an album. I found some lost tapes of my old stuff, not my old stuff, my crew old stuff, like old Twister, old Speed Out Mobsters, old from 95, right? 94, 95. So I'm gonna put that album out, and it's gonna be called Chicago 95, actually. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. You got a buyer already on that one. I'm definitely copping that one because I'm feeling all of that old school. Because I remember my days. That was my high school days right there. Because I was getting on to the Twister, the Domino, and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it was coming out with that time at that era. Oh right. Man, I was loving that. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be on that one.
Yeah. So I got those 3 projects for show coming up beginning of the year. I got a couple of videos I'm about to drop from off How You Gonna Win album. I got I'm doing a single and a video for What About Us. I got a video coming for Don't Stop, and I got a video coming for I Don't Know Why off the album. I also got a project that I'm working on with my man Priest from Quavo. Quavo was one of the Speed Out Mobsters, crews in the Speed Out Mobsters. I got his new song with him in a video about to drop called Cheap Rent and Gunplay. Yeah, so that's about to drop. The video about to drop. The song you can already download it. Got a free download. Godboutiques.co. You can download it for free.
One more time. Shout it out one more time.
Godsboutique.co.
Yeah, make sure you go cop that. Make sure you go cop that. You heard it. We're gonna drop that in the link too. Now I got another question for you real quick. I got one more after that. I got a few more questions, but with this one, this is something a little deeper right here. Like with Farrakhan being in the Chi-Town area, is that and him having such a powerful influence in the Chicago area, if he was to put his influence in the Chicago area, would that help to clean things up? Because they make things seem like the movement in the Islamic community is so big. Would it make a difference if they put their stamp down? I mean, like make a hammer. Like, I'm really, really here. We here.
Man,
make a difference if they do it.
Farrakhan is a pillar to the community, man. Farrakhan and Islam is something that you come to. You know what I'm saying? Islam is something that you gotta go and want. You know what I'm saying? You gotta want to be better. You gotta want to improve a lot. And you gotta go to Islam. Islam don't chase people. Islam ain't like Christians. You're going out like the Christians and the Jew and the Jehovah's Witnesses and trying to recruit. You know what I'm saying? Islam ain't never really been about that. They did it at one time through the Nation of Islam, I believe, but it's mostly about, you taking a step towards Allah and Allah taking 10 steps towards you. You know what I'm saying? To get to better yourself. So Farrakhan is big in Chicago. He makes a big difference. I can imagine if it was Chicago would be if he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? If they have a chance to see the brothers walking through there. It's he very instrumental. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that he don't talk to the brothers.
Right.
He do.
We don't see it. We don't see it here. We don't see what y'all do. Yeah. We don't see what he make, the impact that he makes in the area.
He know the people in charge. Farrakhan knows what goes on in Chicago. Yeah. So at this point in Chicago, all the people in, so to say, heads, they kind of stay out of the midst of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really can't talk to them. And it's a lot of them, I hear a lot about the youth in Chicago and how people really it's so hard to break through to them and how to get to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know how Chicago people attitudes is, and you know what I'm saying? So I can just imagine how these new generations was raised if I was raised the way I was raised. And I know when I was 21 years old, if the police would have probably ran up on me and I'm strapped, we gonna shoot it out.
Shoot it out. I feel you. I know.
That was my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't finna go fuck them. That was my thing at 21. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? By the time I got 30, I'm like, shit, I done paid so many bonds, and I'm like, shit, I changed it up a little bit, but I got a homie that got killed by the police. You know what I'm saying? Got shot 15 times because I know how our mentality was. I'm thinking like, shit, I remember we had these conversations.
Right.
Like how we felt at that time. And I guess, some things don't change for some people. It changed for me, probably didn't change for him the same way. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, been there, done that on that one. Hey, ain't no different here. I feel you.
Yeah. So, the youth need to be taught by. Really, I look at it like this. If we want to get our youth better, we, as the grown-ups, as the parents, have to do better first. We got to re-educate ourselves on how to do things. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you was raised in Chicago, especially. You know what I'm saying? It's like we was raised different, bro. Like I'm gonna tell you, you from South Carolina, wherever, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So you listen, man, you ain't never saw shit like this. If you went to like came up to where I came up at compared to where you came up at and you seen that shit, you would be like, oh my mother, man, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Right.
every day how a lot of people survive. I'm numb to death. You know what I'm saying? I'm numb to people dying and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's an everyday happen too much.
Yeah. Yeah. I get you. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know nobody who, you know what I'm saying? Nobody know, because I ain't from where you from, but you ain't from where I'm from. So nobody really knows, you know what I'm saying, what everybody go through on none of that level. But I know that I'm not where you from and all of that. It just when it comes down to all of that, basically, it's just I I personally want to just touch on your, like, where you from, where I'm from, and how we can, like, make it all come together. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm not from Chicago. I know Chicago got a whole nother world going on. But it looks like where Chicago was going and where they're trying to turn things to, it seems like the Charlotte area is turning into something like that.
Right,
You
right.
feel?
You know,
We evolved
it's
now.
all these
You know,
small,
y'all been there, but we starting to grow now.
yeah, now the gangs and shit. Now y'all seeing
Yeah,
organized gangs and colors and you know
some
what I'm
other
saying?
shit
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
it's terrible, right? I can imagine. Yeah, so for that shit to come to Charlotte and to come to smaller cities and smaller towns, and y'all getting a small scale of it, it's gotta be terrible, horrific. You feel me?
Oh
Fuck
yeah,
is you gotta be thinking like, you know, I ain't never saw this like, what
ain't
we
never seen nothing like it, but it's coming. It's
yeah.
here. No, it ain't coming. It's here. It's
It's,
here. It's
but
really, it's literally here. And I'm speaking on it because it's here. It's
yeah,
not. I'm not going to
that's our
sugarcoat.
nation right
We
now.
got some fucked up shit going on in the area in the Carolinas, and it shouldn't be like that, but it
Yeah,
is. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
educating the older people. We raised our kids like I can't say we. My kid, these people who like are my age and younger and older raise their kids to be the way they are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like every parent knows that their son is walking outside with a gun.
Mm.
Don't ask no questions about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you doing with the gun? What's going on? You feel me? They don't act. You're not asking questions. But
Yeah.
is you scared of your child? What the
Man,
fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody asking no questions. Nobody asking no kids no questions.
they really don't.
So
They
we
don't.
need, yeah, well, it's I put it on the parents, but but the parents don't know no better.
Yeah.
You
And
know what I'm
with the
saying?
check-in status, I realize, I mean, when we were talking about the check-in status from state to state, I feel
Yeah,
like that check-in status needs to be from hood to hood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people need to be talking. I mean, the OGs need to be checking the young boys in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Period. But it
yeah,
ain't happening that way. You
that's
scared
everywhere, everywhere. So,
scared of.
but it's really the music. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the music, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all about the music. It's all about the programming. You know what I'm saying? And the DJs and the radio stations and all them people, you know what I'm saying? It's the violence in the music, is raising our children, you know what I'm saying? The parents just letting them listen to it, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You feel me? I listen to content of music. So when my kids listen to shit, I'm listening to the words. And I'm like, why you listening to that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
nigga live here with me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? We got ain't no need for you to listen to no shit like this because you ain't living that shit. Why is this entertaining to you?
Yeah.
Why is this type of
Why?
entertaining to you? Because it's just there. You know what I'm saying? Like just parenting, man. It's all about, but it's all about re-educating yourself, man. Like I don't know what the fuck happened to me, man. Whatever happened to me, I'm happy it happened because I'm totally different than I was before. You feel me?
Yeah.
Appreciate God this change. You feel me? Switching me up and putting me in this place I'm in right now.
Yeah. Well, man, well, I know we about to run out of time, so I'm gonna go ahead and just ask you real quick about your social medias and how people can follow you, how we can get in touch with you, things of that nature. I really, once again, I want to say thank you for being on the show with me today. But before we get out of here, I do want you to be able to give everybody a chance to get in touch with you and know how to find you on social media.
Okay, you can follow me on all social media. Color One, COLORONE. Yeah, I think all social media. Yep. And then my webpage is color-one.com. So COLOR-1.com. But if you put color1.com in there, it'll still pop up. You can Google me, Color One Chicago. You know what I'm saying? My album out on all platforms. The album is How You Gonna Win, The Story of a Gangster's Past. It's a beautiful album. It's been called a classic. You feel me? I love it. And I'm quite sure if you listen to it, you'll love it too.
That's what's up, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody joining in with us today on the Powered Up Hour. It's your boy, DJ Special D. Big shouts out to Color One for joining us today. I look forward to seeing y'all again soon. I'll let y'all soon, man. Stay on with me, Color One. We're gonna chat it, chop it up real quick before we get out of here. But I appreciate you. I'll let your boy. Peace.